Welcome to Gamer Monday, the only podcast that Garfield will even listen to on a Monday. I'm your host, Ryan, for this episode, and we have Isaiah back here today.
Yeah, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Where were you
Yay,
last
Isaiah.
week? If you would care
Yeah.
to explain
You know,
yourself.
I had some, some things to take care of, but it is time for Gamer Monday.
Right.
When I know it's time, I have to my inner adventure time, because it's time for Gamer
It's
Monday. This is
time.
very important.
Was
to
it
me.
not time last week at this time?
Listen, I had some stuff to take care of, but it's okay because I'm
You
here
know,
today.
actually,
I'm here
last
now.
Last week when I asked him, "Are you going to be here?" He actually told me last Monday. He said, "Oh shit, that's today."
Well, I'm here now.
Yeah,
No, that's great and that's wonderful for you.
but it's when you ask if Gamer Monday is on Monday, that's what.
Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it? But
Yeah.
it's okay, bro. I'm here
Yeah.
now.
He's
here.
So let's address the elephant in the room. So you probably could notice I actually did get a haircut, and I just wanted to announce that to everyone.
Everyone
you.
clapped. And everyone cheered.
Boo, pass.
Okay, now is anybody playing any new games? Zachary?
I'm not playing anything new yet, but I'm very excited. So I love Paper Mario. And so they're remaking Thousand Year Door. I love two of the however many Paper Mario games, actually. I don't love all of them. But then also somebody online is doing an HD texture update for the original 64 Paper Mario. And it looks just like the Thousand Year Door upgrade. So I'm gonna play that, I think, and download that before Thousand Year Door comes out. That way it's like boom boom.
Is it complete?
Yeah. They just finished up Bowser's castle. So
Oh.
like they might need to do minor things, but like it's pretty much almost done if it isn't already. And I'm so excited.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
pretty
so
cool.
good. It's gonna be pretty as fuck.
Okay.
My favorite partner would have to be Ms. Mouse because she's like a whore, and that's her whole thing.
Is she a mouse?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
Well, that's
Of
maybe her
course.
whole thing.
that's her. Well, she
Yeah.
can the intersectionality, let's talk.
Is that all you see women as? Is their sexual prowess?
Oh my
No.
god.
No, it's not the
Specifically
only
mouse
thing I
women?
see them as. Absolutely not.
Just
I
checking.
also see
It
them
is
as
one of them.
Mike. It's one of the many things that are observed.
Does your mug say Papa?
Papa.
Papa, actually, it's Spanish.
Papa.
My bad. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
I didn't-
that's different.
I
We
didn't
don't even
read
have
the
to talk
accent.
about that then.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. No, Isaiah, I saw a tweet from you actually where
Oh boy.
he let out a cry for help, saying,
Oh.
"Help! I only play jam sessions on Fortnite."
Oh yeah.
That's
Would
true.
you like to
Yeah.
explain what's wrong with you, please?
I spent a lot of money on Fortnite lately,
Mhm.
and I haven't dropped
Lately,
it
you
in
started
a couple
spending money
days.
on Fortnite the second you downloaded it.
Yeah, but listen, I didn't want to look broke, but it's okay.
I do
because-
look broke.
You
I
I'm
said
not
no,
in
don't
poverty. Don't worry.
Zach looked broke
Yeah.
for like 3 weeks.
I look
listen.
broke still.
You look like you have money, Isaiah. Don't worry.
You
I
have the
haven't-
Lady Gaga skin. You're good.
I
I've already
haven't
got
spent money on it in a couple days, but I made some friends on a jam session. Is that what it's called?
You
made Hell
made,
yeah.
you made,
You were the
Yeah.
one talking about it.
Is
were
that
you
what it's
were you
called?
talking to them on microphone?
Nah, they were. I stayed on mute, but I was like emoting the whole time. So
Were they
like,
calling the shots in your jam session?
Yeah, they
That's
were like,
crazy.
all right, like, do you
Calling
like?
the
Let's say,
shots
oh,
in
are you a
jam
guy?
session.
Jump twice for
Oh,
yes. or-
Oh my
No,
god.
Not
were
the
these-
Morse code and jam
They gotta work their way to like me on mic. You know, what I'm
Were these
saying?
middle
Gotta get them.
schoolers?
Nah, they're around my age. It was chill, bro. It was chill.
Were these old
And are
men?
you a middle schooler?
Are you a middle
Nah,
schooler?
man. Listen, I'm gonna start making videos for this thing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna
Jam
be the
session
top
videos.
jam session YouTuber around.
Wow.
Okay.
That's-
It's like weirdly addicting.
It's very.
You
I was
play
doing
jam
it before I
sessions,
came
Sarah?
here.
Yeah.
All right, we're playing. We're
What
going
are
to
your
be playing.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Favorite jam sessions? What's your favorite one that you have?
There's not one. You just gotta you gotta mesh them. You gotta
Okay.
mesh the sounds together,
Do you not
bro.
know?
It's a process.
Yeah, do you not know?
I'm gonna have to show y'all, bro. And listen, you get stars from it too. There's a festival
Wait, do you?
pass. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
also a festival
Wait,
pass.
you got the Lady
that
Gaga
is
skin,
free.
right?
No, I don't. But I'm about to
Oh.
get it. Like I'm like literally
Oh.
one thing, but I have to get it tonight because they're updating it tonight. So
Okay.
that I was doing that before I came here, and I'm going to be doing it after I leave here too. So
Damn. All right,
you know,
Isaiah.
The
yeah.
dedication.
On me.
Because it goes away
Yeah.
at 4 a.m. I'm not going to be up till 4 a.m. I got work tomorrow, so I'm about to be grinding after this. All right, so
Okay.
yeah.
You might have to be up till 4 a.m.
As a fun fact, Sarah has just started playing Fortnite now.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Victory
have.
Royales yesterday, today.
because
Only
we're all
wins.
children.
You
so
could say
easy.
that. You don't have to, but you could.
You could say that. That is something.
You don't have to. Honestly, preferred if you didn't. But
Wait, what
go
is?
ahead.
In the private chat of our stream here, Mr. Kiwi Birdsfield has just put
Can I make that show up?
a middle finger in the text chat, but like, what are they called?
Like ASCII code?
Yeah, it just he made the shape of a middle finger through googling it, I'm sure, but
No, I wrote that
no,
off.
he wrote it himself. Never
Oh.
mind. Yeah,
Right.
and Sphil,
Don't look
how-
at that one. It didn't work. Didn't work.
Damn.
What is that?
how has
It
your
doesn't matter.
TFT journey been going?
Great. I have hit Emerald 4.
Emerald
So that
4.
is that's a big accomplishment for me.
Oh my god.
Probably
Diamond
the
next.
Diamond next, and then I go pro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
How
And then I
long have
take-
you
he's going,
been?
he's going to TFT Worlds.
And then I
actually.
take more dog's job.
More dog's job. You're coming for it.
You
Mhm.
can't do it.
Wow.
Look out, more dog.
Yeah, look out, more dog.
That is
Literally.
messed up.
This is a warning.
This is a warning.
It's
and
a
you will
threat.
not
This,
be
this is
warned
an
again.
inevitability. He's coming.
I am inevitable.
And Sarah's been playing Fortnite. Lee, what about you?
Well, I've been playing Fortnite with her.
Okay.
But other than that,
We started Monster Hunter World,
we did start playing Monster Hunter World.
and that's
Is that
been
the
pretty
one?
fun.
No.
It has been.
Is that what system is that on? All of them?
PC.
Yeah, it's on PC. It's
Oh.
on PlayStation
Is
as
that
well.
a new one or?
That's the one that like
No, that was the
on
one
PS4.
before the newest one, right?
That was
Yeah.
before the Switch one, like
Yep.
Rise, right? Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we kind of went in opposite order. We started with Rise,
Interesting.
and now we're playing World. But it's been fun so far.
Yeah, that's been fun.
Okay.
Never
Which one
played
do you
Monster
prefer?
Hunter.
So far, Rise, because it's faster than World is. World's a lot. It feels like a lot slower so far, but we are at the beginning of it, so that could change. So as of now, probably Rise, but that might
A lot
be,
of
that might-
people, I think, really like
change.
World, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
exploring and stuff in World, whereas I think like Rise is
mostly just about fighting.
Yeah.
Mostly just about
Yeah.
hunting the monsters, as opposed to like
In
exploring
Monster
and, like,
Hunter,
hunting them.
crazy.
Yeah, because in World you actually have to like find their like
Yeah.
footprints and like track them. It doesn't just tell you where they are on the map. Whereas like Rise, it's like you load in and it's like go get them. They're right here.
We played the demo,
Kill the monster.
didn't we?
We did play the demo from one of them.
Yeah.
I didn't like
But
it too much, but
The controls on the Switch sucked.
they were weird. They were really
They were
weird.
there's just too many menus. It was not
Yeah.
it was not an enjoyable time overall.
I like the idea though. I feel like I'd probably
Mhm.
get into one.
I think
Yeah.
on the PC with like a mouse and keyboard or just a different controller, maybe.
For sure.
yeah.
It doesn't feel super much like a.
Yeah,
I
control.
think
I'm
the
using
combat seems
Xbox
really
controller.
diverse.
Mhm.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all the 14. There's 14 different weapons,
Okay.
and each one has like a significantly different play style, like compared to the other ones. So it's like it's a lot to get into, and it's a lot to like learn right away. But once you kind of find the one you like, it starts to get really fun. So I've been having a pretty good time with that.
Sold. I'm downloading it right now.
It's on sale.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like
Cap-
$10
cap-
right now.
Capcom
So-
Steam sale.
Yeah.
It's on Steam.
Yeah.
$10 right now is not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
It-
And we
it
could all
is-
play together. We could all do
That's
our
a
missions
steal.
together.
Wait,
I want to play the.
What are the
insect
weapons?
blades.
Explain to me the weapons and which one I would play.
There's
So
sword and shield.
No.
There's
Pokemon game?
exactly like the Pokemon game.
Longsword?
There's
The
yep,
worst one?
longsword. That's like your anime protagonist weapon.
dual
No.
blades.
Also kind of an anime weapon.
dual-
Lance is really slow and
Lance
boring,
is the
but some
best
people like it.
Pokemon champion.
Okay.
I said the
great
worst
sword.
Pokemon games, worst champion. Okay.
Which guns are we using?
heavy and light bow gun. Those are the
Okay.
only ones that aren't like super different. Like they are, but the
There's
differences
yours.
aren't super crazy.
The bow gun.
There's
Yep.
bow and arrow.
Regular bow and
Oh.
arrow.
I think that's it.
Yeah,
Oh.
unless there's some
Okay.
sort of magic.
I'm
No.
still like
They have
unknowledgeable. about
charge,
everything.
charge blade,
Hammer.
switch. Yep, hammer, switch, axe.
I do like a big hammer. If I can't be like
Insect.
if I can't be a squishy little magic
Yeah.
idiot, then I just want a giant.
You have to
fucking
be a
hammer.
tiny person with a big hammer. though.
Yeah. I want to
Like
be like
Poppy.
2
It is
foot
a pretty big
three.
hammer.
I want to
It's-
be roughly the size of Ryan in real life, so 2'3", 2'4", and like a
Mhm.
huge hammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the insect glaive is the last like weapon.
You played that, Ryan, in the demo, right? You liked
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I like insect glaive.
Sounds interesting. There's a lot of like
Flip.
you flipping around. Yeah, big flipping.
Makes sense. You're roughly
Demon
the size
Hunter.
of an insect. so-
Okay, I am out of here. This has been
He's not
Gamer
roughly
Monday.
the size of an insect. Come
He
on.
is the
He's
size of an
exactly
insect,
the
I'm sorry.
size of an
He's exactly the size because insects are one size. Actually, I saw a lot of very large insects today. By large, I mean like this big.
I can't.
So, like-
It's behind your name.
Yeah, you
No,
gotta
it's
hold it up.
not. It's right here.
Yeah,
My
that's
name's over here.
No,
My
it's
name's
not.
over here for me.
Oh
Then,
my
like-
god, it's reversed.
Uh,
That's crazy.
Cameras.
Anyway,
So like,
How do I
okay.
do that? Can I flip it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I actually have something to talk about insects.
Okay.
Now that I'm just gonna piggyback off that real
This
quick.
big.
I said someone brought up bugs. They said specifically the word bugs, and I said spiders. I hate spiders.
Uh-huh.
And somebody told me, spiders are arachnids, not bugs. I'm like,
Yeah.
bugs in my world refers to any tiny, creepy, crawly little thing, like a
I
snail.
forgot
I'm
that
like,
you could
"That's a
just
bug."
change definitions because that's what you want to believe. My bad.
Okay,
No,
dickhead.
I just am I wrong? Like
You are wrong. Yes.
bugs are only insects.
Well, I mean, I guess like bugs is like a grouping of things. So I guess if you want to include bugs as, but like spiders aren't insects is basically it.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying they're insects. I didn't argue that. They
Okay.
said bugs, and they're like
Right.
had like they're talking about bugs, and so I was like, I don't know, like spiders.
Bug is not like a scientific term. So
That's what I was thinking. So I was like, so I think like a spider isn't an insect. Obviously, I know that. I'm not an idiot. But it's a-
Well,
A
jury's
spider's
out.
not an insect.
Well,
It's just a bug.
shut up. Am I wrong?
Are you? I don't like if your definition of bugs includes spiders, and you're not just saying bugs equals insects. Then sure, do
well,
whatever
like-
you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I don't know. Like it's not a scientific term that
lost.
can be it can't be like defined. It's just like bugs.
That's what. So
Like if
Now
I
I'm
see a
scared.
spider, I don't go like bug. I go spider.
okay,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
okay. Well,
Mhm.
so you don't think
I'm glad we
spiders?
clered that
you
up.
don't- Okay, never mind then.
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm
Let's,
I'll jump out the window. It's fine.
Yeah, let's
Hi.
let's just move on from this bug stuff, okay? And let's
Yeah,
move
I'm
into
sure
our
Right, it's Gamer Monday, not
it's
Bug
Gamer Monday. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a different podcast somewhere.
Spider
Right.
facts.
Right.
A
But
different podcast about bugs. Count me
Spider-Verse.
in.
no,
Spider
No, okay.
Tuesdays.
let's move into our
Spider
main
Tuesday?
theme.
It's Spider Saturday, Isaiah. Come on.
Shut
get
up!
with
You
it.
shut up! It's my turn to talk. Yeah.
All right,
Let's
Ryan.
move
take
on
the
to our
floor,
main
please.
theme here. Okay, we're gonna be talking about monetization in games, and that's stuff like DLC, how things are priced, paid boosts in games and stuff like that. Okay. Now,
Speaking of-
Isaiah,
Yeah.
it's very general, but do you have an opinion on the way that you can buy things in games right now, as somebody who is currently doing it over and over?
You know, I think when it's very straightforward, like Fortnite, League of Legends, Smash Brothers, and all that fun stuff, I don't have a problem with it because I don't feel scammed. I know what I'm getting, and you know, it is what it is there. But if they're doing the old way they used to do, like for example, there's a Star Wars game, I think it's Battlefront, where you can go buy stuff, but it's loot boxes, so you might get what you paid for. I have a problem with that. You know,
Ah,
Gotcha.
like
yeah,
the Overwatch.
like- yeah, well, yeah, Overwatch has transitioned to that for sure, but yeah, it's just like I don't really care too much for loot boxes. You know, I like to know what I'm buying. Like for example, Pokemon. I love Pokemon. Sorry, but like I don't buy the DLC because I know I'm not going to play it and I'm gonna get bored with it very quickly. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I don't feel scammed after I get it, then I'm okay with it. You know, like
That's
that's
fair.
why I'm dropping a bag on Fortnite and League of Legends, even though I shouldn't be. I'm not feeling scammed. So yeah.
I think it
So-
works better for multiplayer than single player games. Single player games like DLC expansions, unless it's like a really big like second story,
Mhm.
like not like Pokemon's is so like small, and like I see people like, oh, I got through it in like 5 hours. Like I don't want to do that. And also you're continuing a story. It's not like a separate thing. But like skins in a game that are like ongoing, I don't like, you know what you're getting. You know, like you're not missing anything out if you miss them, unless it's like like a limited time thing where like you have to buy it now or else you'll never get it, because that's like they're trying to
Like
get
the
you.
Peter Griffin Fortnite.
Yeah,
Oh,
Peter
yeah.
Griffin
Exactly.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like Smash characters, like you don't need to have all the Smash characters. So like you can choose, I just want this one, and then buy that.
Yeah.
And like if you don't have them, you're not like missing anything,
Yeah.
because the rest of the game is still so big, or like Mario Kart tracks or some shit.
But also,
but the
if you
thing
have
about
friends
Smash
over,
Bros, the thing about Smash Bros specifically is like, because then you'll be playing against characters that you yourself
Mm.
don't own, which feels bad. Like
It could
to
feel
be
bad,
to
but,
be like beaten by someone that you can't even play feels like trash.
But
Yeah.
you at least have the option to get them if you really
Yes,
feel that
true.
way. Like these other games, it's kind of like, all right, like we're going to give you whatever the hell you get, and you might get what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not
So
random.
I don't like feeling like I'm sticking my
Yeah.
hand in like a mystery box and like hoping that I'm getting what I'm paying for. You know?
you'll be looked at as a loser if you don't have all the Smash characters. Or if your friends come over and they'll be like,
That's
"Where are all
right.
the characters?"
Like, bro, I
That's
play
it.
Joker. Why don't you own Joker? Everyone should own
Where's
and they'll
the
leave,
bar?
Why
and
don't you own
nobody
him
will
yet?
ever want to come to your house again.
Like League of Legends is the same thing though. Like you can just not own all the champions and still,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't.
like in order to like know every character, it's not necessarily the same thing as like
Especially because it's
owning
one-on-one in Smash.
well, yeah,
Not always.
can be.
Okay, but like standard format.
Yeah.
But like people who play one-on-one in Smash are gonna get all the characters anyway. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So
Ryan, how do you feel about monetization in Gacha games?
Personally, we can dive into Gacha, but I'm a Gacha fan. I think
Yeah?
Gacha games are the main source of dopamine in games for me.
Ooh, just have a gambling addiction like a normal person.
I'm gonna be
No.
honest, Ryan. I've seen
Yeah.
you pull on Honkai Star Rail, and I
Okay.
wouldn't describe that as dopamine.
But when I finally wait, hold on. Now I gotta
Yeah.
evaluate this because because now it's just a feeling of relief because I never get the character I want. So when I get it, I'm just like, wow, damn, finally. Huh.
It's really sad, honestly.
I think we need to transition to Therapy Thursdays real quick.
Therapy
Yeah.
Thursday,
We're
buddy.
gonna transition.
Yeah.
Gamer
Put
Monday,
that
on the-
Therapy
put that on the
Thursday, and
list.
Spider Saturday is crazy.
That's
Like,
crazy.
what's going
Wait,
on
Spider Saturday.
Right.
Spider Saturday is gonna go hard.
I don't know why, but when I see a character that
Mhm.
is being advertised and I see what they can do,
Uh-huh.
and
can
I
get
have a
them.
way I can unlock them, it's exciting.
Yeah, but the way you unlock them is using your credit card.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It
You
just
unlock them
happens
with the
No,
three.
most people don't have to, but you
Mm.
have to.
Yeah, I have to.
If you have the special numbers on the back of the credit card, you know.
I don't know if anyone has worse luck at Honkai Star Rail than Ryan.
No, it's not possible.
It's not
But-
possible.
I have this thing with every gacha game I play. It started with Pokemon Masters back when that came out because I was
Oh.
playing that from the beginning, and I had this thing where even people within the gacha community call it the Pokemon effect. It's like that you gotta catch them all, right? You gotta have them all. If you see a character, if you're there from the beginning, you're gonna want every single character that comes out, and you're not gonna want to skip them usually.
Mhm.
Like there are some people like that, and I happen to be like that. I can't have a character skip. I don't care how bad they are. I need this character in my collection. I don't want to see the empty space.
Oh, so you're a collector.
It's
I'm a
fair.
That makes
collector.
sense. Okay.
I would
Even if I
much
won't use them.
rather grind for stuff in games than it be
Yeah.
like gotcha.
But also, what's the difference between me getting a gacha character or like you and Lee going to the mall and getting a figure, right?
No, I
Because
don't think.
realistically, aren't we spending like similar amounts of money in that case?
Right. I
It's
don't know.
like
At least
building
when I'm
cars.
buying the figure, though, I'm getting it like
So-
better.
You
know?
could've just ended it
At least
there.
I have
I'm
something
kidding.
to pay for it.
At least when
So-
I
At
open
least
the
I'm
box-
getting it.
at least when I
Yeah.
open the box.
I don't want
and
to
open
like
the
spend
figure.
like $60 and then
And then not get it.
Yeah, but like no,
So
but you do get it because you're guaranteed to get it after a little bit. So if I spend
A
the
little
usual
bit?
amount of
A
money,
little bit is
listen,
crazy.
listen.
A couple
But-
$100.
Those
Love
odds
it.
are
Yeah.
You're a part of the
no,
problem.
no,
You're
not
a
a
part of
couple
the
$100
problem.
because I can
Like
usually
$100.
I can usually get through the first rotation. You're guaranteed the pull. You're guaranteed the character by like max pity is like what? It's out of 100, right? But like you
Yeah.
usually
No, I
get it
think-
around
I-
like
I
70,
think
80.
it's 90. I think it's
90,
How much
okay.
money you gotta
So
spend
like
to
if,
get what
if
you're
you
looking
if
for?
you
Yeah.
go to max pity twice to get it, you have to do 180 pulls.
Yeah.
So
Which
so
you-
how much money are you spending just to get what you're seeking?
So in my case, usually I can get through one rotation, and like usually in that case it would be I don't get the character I want, which is a 50-50 chance. I just happen to always fail that 50-50 chance. I get every
Correct.
coin flip wrong. So that means
So
I
how
have to
much you have to
spend
spend?
usually $50 to $100 every
That's crazy.
let's say 20. How many days is it? 20 some days?
I think it's 18 days.
18 days?
Mhm.
That's how much this. That's how much this
Don't let-
one this last like rotation was.
No, it's
Don't
like
let
20.
these,
It's
don't
like
let
20
these
something
companies
days.
scam you.
I don't
They're
think
not
it
scamming
is.
me. I know what I'm getting. I know
They're
what I'm
getting
getting.
you, bro. They're
Budget.
getting you, bro.
How
Like,
long
Morel
has Adventuring been on?
Adventuring has
Like, a
been like
couple
4
days,
days
right?
maybe.
Let's see.
Yeah. Because see, you have a
4
figure.
days? Yeah, there's 14
Yeah.
days left. It's 18.
Fuck. Okay.
Sorry to ruin your life
Yeah.
with facts and logic. But
Just you shake your head like I'm a zoo animal. You guys you
I
shake
didn't
your head
shake
at me.
my
Not
head. I
you,
don't-
Zachary.
Oh, I'm like, I don't shake
Oh no,
my head.
I was
at
not
you.
shaking my head at you. No,
Okay.
I was not shaking my head at you.
I'm a zoo animal.
No, you're not a zoo animal, Ryan. You're like
You're
a
much
zoo
You're
animal.
just an
See,
animal.
No.
You're an insect. We just established.
You're an insect.
Or a bug if you're an idiot like me.
Or a bug if you're nasty.
Now if I have a
If
figure,
you're nasty.
if I have a figure, I can look at it. But if I have this character, I can play it. You know, that's different.
a
I'm
figure
Who says
actively-
you
Look
can't
at
play
it
with your
and
figure?
Oh.
Oh.
Get my.
You don't you think you're in there like
When I'm a kid, yeah, but then it gets fucking ruined and it looks like shit, right?
I have a mint condition figurine of Michael Jordan from Space Jam in my closet right now.
Dude,
Really? Can I see it?
Do you want to see it?
Grab it,
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll do a big
Okay.
reveal.
That's
Okay.
so
Wait,
cool.
Michael Jordan?
Oh,
Michael Jordan.
From Space Jam.
Yes.
Michael
Right.
Jackson from Space Jam.
Michael
Oh my
Jackson from Space
God.
Jam. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
That's cool.
Right.
Let me find it, folks.
I like the
Let me
Slowpoke,
get
by the
it.
way. He's cute.
No.
he is cute?
I might-
Slowpoke is okay. Slowpoke is one of the best Gen 1 Pokemon, actually, in hindsight. Because look at the little guy.
Hindsight.
He's
It has
got
so
such a
many
silly
different
face.
iterations too. Like that whole line. Like it has
Yeah.
mega evolutions. It has the
Galarian
branching
forms.
evolution line, Galarian with branching.
They keep giving love to Slowpoke, and it's still not enough.
We
Yeah.
need a Pokemon
It's not enough.
podcast. We need to do a Pokemon.
And they
focus.
This
take
is a
his-
gaming
they take
podcast.
his
We need to do a
fucking
Pokemon
tail.
episode.
It's a game. That's what I'm
The
saying.
tail?
Pokemon
We can do a
focus
Pokemon
The
episode.
tail?
Yeah.
He ties in with Shelder. That's cute.
Mhm.
I love Slowpoke. It's a little baby.
I
It
think
is.
Kinda slow.
Slowpoke should be the official Pokemon of Gamer Monday.
My bad. It was not. It is
Okay.
actually LeBron James.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I know. My bad. Here he is.
That's so
Yeah.
bad.
James was in Space Jam.
Mint condition.
I guess. I didn't,
second
think
one-
so. I
the
didn't watch
second
the
one.
second one, which is why I thought it was not him.
Why do you
Should
have
I-
that, by the way?
I don't know. Do you want me to open it?
No,
No.
how
How dare
No,
you? You would.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
He
he's
just ruined it.
crazy.
You could have
He
got
just
some money
ruined
off of that. in a
I was gonna
couple
say, how much
Yeah.
is that worth?
Nothing.
now
Nothing.
nothing.
Now
Now
absolutely
zero.
In the
shit.
future, it will.
Feel,
but
how much
not
does it mean to
anymore.
you? How much
Wait.
is it worth to you?
How much does Michael Jordan mean to
Roughly
you?
this much, I guess.
Why
Oh
do you
my
even
God.
have it?
Why do
Why
I
do you
have it?
have
I
it?
don't.
And you knew
Don't-
exactly where it was
Did
too.
someone give that to you, or
Who's
did you
him?
buy it?
Someone gave this to me for some
Uh,
reason.
Okay.
Did I buy this? No, I didn't buy
Was
this.
it like a
was-
gift and they're like, I'll entrust this to
It was
you?
a gag gift for Christmas.
Oh,
Oh,
What?
a gag gift.
Oh,
How
like a white-
disrespectful.
When
Like a
you
white
flip
elephant.
I
out
also
the
have a little
money, let's see how
minion.
much of a
I have a little
gag it
minion
is.
microphone. I go,
Well,
"Ah."
that's fucking priceless.
I have a
Do you wanna-
Fortnite mini
You want to
fridge.
see that?
Fortnite mini fridge?
Yeah.
Look, he comes with a
I
little
have a mini
basketball
Yeah.
fridge and
hammer.
it's
you
broken.
wanna
You
see
guys see
it?
the little basketball
do
hammer?
want
Yeah.
to
Oh,
see
it's
that.
Fortnite. That's
That's Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Wait, I need
Sure.
to see Ryan's mini fridge now, though.
I have a mini fridge, but it's broken. I don't know what I
Did-
did.
We have a mini fridge as well. It's
I
right
went on
there.
vacation and I
I
came
don't
back.
It's
have
and
not
it
any-
was
cool though.
broken.
It's just
You're the only one without a mini fridge there, Mr.
Okay,
King.
I'm sorry. I don't have room from a mini fridge with my turtle tank right there. Sorry.
your
Do you want
turtle
pickles
tank
to
and your-
die?
oh
You have a
show and
turtle?
tell. Turtle tank.
Do I have to get my turtle as well? I just got the hammer in his hand.
Now put the turtle in his hand.
I can't put the turtle. Oh, the basketball goes in this hand.
All right. What we have here is
That's the Fortnite mini
a
fridge.
Fortnite fridge with the
Oh,
banana
it's so
guy.
small. I was
Cute.
expecting. like
How
Oh,
many
yeah.
things can you fit in there?
Like 6. What's this?
Okay.
Oh, this is
There's nothing cold
like-
in there.
Well,
Wait, why
yeah,
do you
I
just
have
have
one
it sitting
here.
around?
I got it from a white elephant gift.
everyone's
Oh,
just
another
showing
white
off their white
elephant
elephant gift.
Mm.
I have one. It's like a dirty
Yeah.
jokes book, but they're not funny.
What's
Damn.
white elephant?
It's like dad joke, kind of dirty joke. It's not
Just
good.
says
Wait,
what's
what is
white
white
elephant?
elephant?
White
An
elephant?
elephant is an
They're like-
animal that
It's
lives.
like-
Oh my god.
A
No.
gag gift that's not towards like a specific someone. Usually you like play a
Really?
game.
So
Yeah.
what
You just
happens
pass
is
it
everyone
around.
brings one like gift, like a gag gift. It's usually like
Yeah.
$1 limit. You'll roll or like randomize to see who picks first, and they'll randomly grab one gift, open it up, and then they're like, "Oh, look, I got the dirty jokes book." Now, if somebody really wants my coveted dirty jokes book and they open up a fucking candle or some shit, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna
taking
trade."
it.
You can trade with like in order as you go in order.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Let's say
steal
I
the
open
dirty
dirty
joke
joke book, then you open up your Fortnite fridge. You're like, no, I'm keeping the Fortnite fridge. And then Ryan goes,
Oh, okay.
he
Okay.
opens a piece of shit. He's like, I don't want this. So he gets to pick. He's like, give me that Fortnite fridge, and then he gives you the
Right.
candle, right?
If
And
If
then
you're
he's
on Big
holding the
Brother.
hammer, he can't stand up. He falls over. So
Oh,
He's too
man.
heavy.
So like the last person gets their pick.
Oh
of-
my god.
You've never
gone.
done white elephants? It's
That's
fun.
I have
We
more
should do
trash
one.
in my room.
Wait, pink elephants on parade. That's
Oh.
Dumbo.
Now-
I love how you just go. He got so excited.
I saw a baby elephant today. That was pretty cool.
What was its
It was-
name?
His name was I already forgot it.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
No, but I have it. Its name
Huh.
is Kirk. His name's
Kirk.
Kirk.
Kirk
Kirk's
the
the
elephant.
baby elephant. Yeah, he was real little, and his ears
Was he
were
like-
That's wonderful.
What kind of elephant was he? Like Indian?
It was an African elephant. Yeah,
African. Okay.
yeah.
Cute.
We'd go straight to Indian, kind of like the second elephant choice, but whatever.
My fucking bad.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there were layers to this.
It's just like yeah, you know.
It's just like common sense in my world.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't all live in the common sense world.
Apparently not.
Now, speaking of elephants,
Transition of the year.
do you think, speaking of elephants, do you think Gacha is bad?
Oh,
Really,
true.
Gacha is bad. You
Yeah.
know, I have never really been a huge fan of Gacha.
Why?
Have you?
Are you judging me?
No, I just
Yeah.
I kind of am in the
Ryan
same
feels
boat that
a
Spiel
little
is, where I am not a huge fan of pulling to get what you like want instead of just buying it outright. I'm more of a fan of big DLC, big open DLCs. Tying it back to Monster Hunter, when we played through Rise, the DLC at the end of Rise is like huge. It's like basically a whole another game on top of like the original base game. So that for like $20 is like way more worth than like spending $13 on 5 loot boxes and getting 4 like common skins and then like wanting to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see they're banning gacha in China?
This is
Mhm.
bullshit. We have to
Well,
save
I mean,
China.
the whole like gacha thing in China is why like on like Riot, you
Mhm.
when you go to gacha things, it has to tell you the percent chance of getting something. Because that
Yep.
was like
Oh,
that was
actually?
a big
They
Mhm.
don't want to get
Yeah, because
sued,
like they need
yeah.
to basically like confirm that you can get the thing that you're paying money to try to get.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if they
No,
don't
like-
show percentages, then like theotically it could be
You
like
could never get what you
such
think
a
you're gonna
low
get.
percent chance that it's unrealistic to expect anyone to reasonably get it.
Is this
in
ban in progress or has it happened yet?
No, not that I've seen. The last I saw that they were talking about like banning it. I don't know how like legislation works over there, like in China. So I don't know if that's something that they can just decide that they're gonna do, or if that's something that has to like be
I
like.
think they can kind of just decide.
That's kind of like what I think. So maybe they just haven't like finalized it yet. But I did see people talking about that. And
They
that
could be just like
that's gonna
like
change
they've
how gacha like games
more
have
or
to
less
function.
they could have like more or less like decided like this is how it's going to work, but like giving game companies, X amount of time to implement it, because
What will happen
it's
to my
still a
Honkai
huge
Star
market.
Rail? That's a Chinese game.
It is a Chinese game. I don't know what they're gonna do to your Honkai Star Rail.
I don't know.
Well,
any
good
of
news,
these
Ryan. If it goes
names.
away, maybe you can save some money.
You're right. I hate gacha.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Do you
think
play
deep
some-
down you do. A little bit.
I think I mean
But
I don't want to
it's
like it. I
addiction.
just like the games that because I think Honkai Star Rail is actually like it's turn based with a big variety of characters and you can team build and that just appeals to me.
And how often do you play the game besides just
I hate
dailies
that
and
game.
polling? Yeah, exactly.
Do you put money into
I
it?
get him, Spiel.
I'm like, I get gacha.
I also play Honkai Star Rail, but I have a much different opinion on
So
the
you
gacha
get
side.
everything you want.
I got everything I've ever wanted without having to spend money on it. Yes.
Well, that makes you want to have like that makes it easier to want to keep the system.
Yeah. I got most of the characters and like weapons and stuff that I wanted pretty early on, and Ryan got very upset.
Yeah.
I didn't get
Little-
that
That's
upset. I just showed up at his
crazy.
house late at night.
Yeah,
was
Ryan
like,
tried,
statistically-
Ryan tried to kidnap my dog because I got a character. in
Yeah.
Star
Oh my
Rail.
god.
So statistically, Ryan is one of the least lucky people to play Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah,
Yet I'm still here. They can't get rid of me.
They can't get on. I mean, oh no, poor them.
Yeah,
We
poor
still
them.
get their money.
For them.
Ryan is the target audience.
I
of Gacha
actually-
games.
At one point, I convinced myself that they knew I was going to spend money, so they would make me miss it. And I
Yeah,
still
your odds
kind
would
of,
just be terrible.
I still kind of believe at this point that they do that.
Mhm.
You're being like targeted specifically.
Like not me, but like I think there's a group of us that
Of us.
We have a support
Persecuted.
group.
You're fucking victimizing.
I think there's a
everybody.
group of us
Unlucky.
that they
Hi
know
everyone,
we
it's
will
been
spend
3
money.
weeks since I pulled on Honkai Star
I think
Rail.
you might just be a statistical anomaly and not being targeted by a corporation
But-
who doesn't know you
Or
exist.
Why
you might just
me?
be a loser.
Why me?
Why you, Ryan?
Yeah.
The universe works in mysterious ways.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
not
do you see how
mysterious ways.
cool this is over here? They give nice characters to cool people,
Okay.
like
Okay.
Stanley.
Like Stanley.
Stanley's right there.
I mean, wait, so do you
That's
do the gacha shit for Genshin too or no?
I did, but I was basically how Spiel was, and I didn't need to spend money.
Do you really
Oh.
play Genshin anymore, or is it mostly just Honkai
No,
now?
because I don't want to play two because they're the same company. So like the characters are pretty similar in design wise, like in design,
Mhm.
and I prefer the combat style that Honkai has. So
It has
there's no
auto
reason.
battling.
Yeah, and there's no reason for me to play Genshin if I prefer Honkai more.
Well, you do have better luck in Genshin, so maybe you should stop playing Honkai.
That's what I was saying. I said maybe you should just go back to Genshin.
Maybe you should just go back to Genshin.
Actual harassment.
Leave the Honkai for the cool.
No, let's go to the other form of monetization. Usually,
Oh wait, can I say
besides-
something about DLCs real quick?
that's where we were going. So go for it.
Wow. My problem with DLCs is it's never about like the price. It's always that it comes out so long after the main game that I no longer care to go play it. Even
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
one of my favorite game series is Xenoblade, and Xenoblade both 2 and 3, I played hundreds of hours in them combined, and I did not play either of their DLCs because of how long it took them to come out. And they are like, at least I don't know too much about the DLC in 3, but at least 2 was like a completely new story. It was a prequel
It was
to
like
the entire game, and like it was it got really good reviews as well, but it was so long. It was like at least a year or so after I had beaten the game, and I just like don't go back and play it.
hmm
There was like a separate, like they sold it physically, like as a separate game.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah, they did, and it it was basically like an entire like second game to it.
Longer
but,
than a
like,
Pokemon game too.
mhm.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, I did the same shit with Breath of the Wild because they dropped fucking a year later. They're like, here's pack 1. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then like a few
not
months
touching
after,
that.
like, here's pack 2. I was like, I've beaten the game twice already. and you
especially when
still
like it's
took
single
months.
player games, you know,
Yeah.
like once I beat that, I'm like, I'm good. I don't need
That's
to.
how
Yeah.
it was with Animal Crossing. Because once I figured out how to get rich on there, I just didn't care about playing it anymore. Like the grind was gone. So they were like, "Wait,
Yeah.
you can swim." And I'm like, "I don't care. I have everything I wanted."
It's like
Like,
once you have everything, what's the point
Yeah.
in that game? Truly,
there's nothing. There's nothing
Yeah,
else for me to really
unfortunately.
go
You
and
have
play.
everything. Do you
Yeah.
need anything?
like you could be
Yeah.
that person who just does something crazy with their island, completely just landscapes it, makes it
That-
look
I was
nice.
going crazy with the stock
Yeah.
market. And I finally hit big.
I
and was like,
remember.
"I'm gonna enter."
I remember
Yeah.
the like Discords and like Reddits like that were
Mhm.
like totally
Right.
dedicated to that
Yeah.
You could like trade like villagers and stuff.
Islands,
Like
like,
Oh yeah,
I
what
just
was that?
funded
What
2
was that
bells.
Reddit
Turnip
called, Zach?
The Reddit?
Yeah, there was like a Reddit
It was called like
specifically.
Turnip Trade or something. I thought. I don't know.
Turnip
It was
Trade.
something. It was something stupid like that. It was very simple. Like simple.
on
name,
Twitter,
but
everybody was like, "I have like like it was just a
550
time.
bells per turnip.
Okay,
Come
it
over.
was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was
They're like,
crazy.
leave an item as a gift if you want.
Yeah.
But
gonna
the thing that
keep you.
sucks is that
I
like
never did.
the
No.
thing that sucks about like that is
I
that
never did it.
people can complain about grinds in games like that, and then it's just like you need it because it's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
without a
what
little
else
bit
is
of like
there?
a little bit of like strain and
yeah.
like resource management, there's nothing to work for. And then you're like,
Well, that's just
what am I
because they made the decision to make every villager a comment.
that's the thing. That's the
copy
thing that
of
sucks.
any other one that is within their
Mhm.
personality.
So if you're not gonna decorate your island and go all fucking out, which most people aren't, then you don't have a reason to play.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the
a
only
very like
grind game.
surface level kind of like game that can like it can
Yeah.
entertain you for a while, but I feel like they
Mhm.
really like for me at least the animal villagers are like the appeal.
Yeah.
And if you have one lazy villager, you have the exact same conversation with them
Yeah.
as a different
Yeah.
lazy villager. There's no individual, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
And
it's kind of
then-
that's like kind of the unfortunate part of it. Like when you, other than like if you're used to having a favorite, like if you played like the older games and like just have
Mhm.
one that's your preferred like lazy villager.
But even
then that's
yeah,
when
if you
really
if you
start going
only
for it.
have like one lazy villager, then it's like kind of fine because you can pretend that they're unique. But as soon as you get a second one, it's like Tucker just said that. Thanks though.
Even if they're gonna do that, like they should just have at least 12 fucking personalities.
Yeah,
So
variations.
you can like
Yeah.
not have all the same thing.
Yeah, like you have more villagers than there are personalities. It's
Yeah.
just
But like
The Animal
DLC.
Crossing burnout is pretty crazy.
DLC,
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
go too long.
Yeah, like I just don't care about it anymore. Like the only game I see myself really going back to every like few months or like even years at this point because I haven't played in like a year was like Minecraft. But I don't really Minecraft does like regular updates and I feel like, oh, okay, like I'll play around for a while, you know. But
well, I think that's a little bit different because a game that continuously
so?
updates will give
Yeah.
you like reasons to go back. Like
That's valid.
Fortnite. Like every time a season changes, like yeah, you're still playing Fortnite, but there's new
The whole
weapons.
game is new.
There's new like collectibles that do like the spell, like the
Yeah, they have the different
you know,
collabs that where they
the
now we have
gods,
Avatar.
the
I
avatars.
do think it's a little tough
second
though when you're
Smash.
like battle royales or like multiplayer games that like focus games like that are a little different where it's like
Mhm.
Animal Crossing is that, but it's also like really tailored to be like a single player game. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say like specifically with DLC with single player games, it's
Yeah.
so hard to make me want to go back and play it because I'm probably
Yeah.
playing something else. But like like if like everyone in this call was like, "Hey, get back on this game," I'd be like, "Well, okay."
Yeah.
like,
Like I know I don't play either one of these, but I know like the Mario Kart and like Splatoon people are like crazy on those games
See.
because they drop a lot of stuff on those.
Splatoon 2, I've been talking about this a lot. I want to get back into Splatoon 3 because I only played
I
it for like
don't.
10 hours. Splatoon 2, when I was super into it, was so nice because like every month they're like, we dropped a new map. and like 4
Yeah.
more weapons.
Why don't
And
they let you queue with your teammates?
I
still
don't know.
It's literally the worst
can.
decision possible because, like, I, as someone who did not play Splatoon, wanted to play with Zach. Someone who
Yep.
does play
Yep.
Splatoon and was pretty good at it. I got placed on the enemy team and he just kicked my ass. And I was like, okay.
And then you are,
know-
I'm never playing this again.
We played
Yeah.
He
three
stole your
games.
lunch money.
We
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
3 games. I was never on Zach's team. I was like,
Yeah.
what's the point of us playing
I'm
together?
Yeah,
Pretty-
that's frustrating.
I don't remember the third one super well because again I only played it for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure every time they like showed the lobbies and shit, I'm like, oh, they fixed everything that was fucking stupid in the second game.
Yeah.
It should have been fixed from the first game, but whatever.
Yeah, because
I only played the first one,
multiplayer
but-
online game that you won't try to play with your friends
Yeah.
without being able to play with your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's
It's
the
really
only
good.
one. I only played the first one, and I felt like the menus and everything it was just hard to navigate, and I only found myself playing it when I was with
If you
people.
want to talk about
So I never got
bad
the second
menus,
or third one.
Pokemon
We
Unite.
can't
has
get
the
into Pokemon
worst-
Unite right now.
It has the
I can't
worst,
play that. I
It
can't
has
play
the
that game.
worst menus I've ever seen in any
I
game
can't
ever.
play it, bro. I tried. I can't.
That's for the best.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
Splatoon, the other thing about Splatoon at least is that all the updates they give you, aside from like a single player campaign, everything they update with is free. You're not paying for skins. You get like more. They add new like equipment or like gear or outfits or whatever, but you unlock those like naturally. Like you just get those like randomly, like you would with any of the other ones. And the weapons, you just go into the shop and buy them with in-game money. Or the maps, they're just like added into the pool of maps. It's good that like there's a game with like free updates like that.
Yeah.
Do they still
Nintendo.
have like it's only a couple maps active at a time?
I think it's still 2, and they update like every 2 hours.
Mm.
Why
So-
only 2?
I don't know. I feel like it should be 3 at least because I think they wanted 2. I think the game design reason is because they're like you can pick a weapon that is optimal or at the very least okay on both of the maps, so that you're not just going because like some maps you're never gonna want to run like a close range weapon because you're just gonna die because it has like a lot of verticality to it. You can't get up anywhere because you don't have any range, so you can't shoot the walls to climb up and shit. And then if they have a sniper, you just die. So it's stuff like that where you can like kind of plan your weapon for the maps, I think. In the first one, I remember it rotated every 4 hours, which sucked ass because then you're just playing the same map for hours and it never changed. But the free updates are great. I think it's fun when a game has like free updates like that. And the pay DLC, again, it's like single player because you don't have to do that. There's already a single player campaign. They're just giving you an extra little bit, like more levels and shit, basically.
Why is it though that Nintendo, besides like the Splatoon and the Mario Kart, they even then they have like this cycle. They don't want like a continuous support system.
They like
because oh god, Zach.
Like Animal Crossing. As someone who likes
That is the
game,
worst.
as someone who likes that game, they fuck like nobody else here kept playing it except for me because I'm already addicted to it regardless. But like their updates were like 1 month after it came out, and then like 5 months after it came out, and then a year and a half after it came out. Like they didn't trickle it. And like, the point of Animal Crossing is like just hop in for like a few minutes, even if you don't do a lot, just hop in and like chill to keep like them engaged and shit.
They just want to get a product on the shelf, and then they're just going to leave it at that.
They really
a shame that Zipper T Bunny was there so much at the beginning.
Oh my, true. That also fucked him because people got the game. They just want to get their fish catalog filled in.
Oh, good,
like,
another fucking sea egg.
I was gonna say like a good example of like games that do know how to have good like shelf life for a long time. Well, I'm not going to count GTA for DLC because that's really because of the fans at this point. It's not really because of Rockstar. But The Sims, like The Sims 4 has been out for like God knows how long.
Yeah.
That is gotta be one of the worst like monetize or like the worst like DLC things that they've
It's
ever
EA.
anyone's ever
EA
done.
is notorious for that.
Yeah.
Do you want a new yellow T-shirt? That would be $600.
I was gonna say people buy it, but like I don't know if they do because that's also another game that's like because of the fan made content. It's like a lot of people put custom content in those games, like so that's why those are still active. But like I don't know if people still buy DLC. Do that?
I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like a lot of with the Sims community, they kind of protest against a lot of the DLC now.
Okay.
Good.
Because
What's
a lot of it is like
crazy-
bad concepts too. Like,
I mean, it's crazy when the fans are making better content in your
Yeah.
game than you yourself. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
or like sometimes like too where it's like it'll be like, okay, they're adding like vampires to the game. Okay, cool. Like your sim can be like a vampire. That's okay, $40. And it's like all you did is added a few animations and like made it so that they have like a suck blood option,
Exactly.
and it's like you're trying to pay $40 for that. Like you could download a
Exactly.
mod that makes your Sims have unfiltered sex for free, fan made.
Listen, if you want that, Baldur's Gate 3 is right there.
I'm crying.
True.
Speaking of Baldur's Gate,
Oh,
that I will say that's a game that had great like support and updates after it came out. Larian did a lot of like free updates. It did a lot of bug fixes, a lot of additions, like multiple endings and things like that. But in terms of like just pricing of games in general, I guess, like I am not necessarily against, like, prices of games are going up and it's kind of shitty. But
mhm.
like I'm not necessarily against spending like $70 on a game if it's worth spending $70.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
I don't want the trend to become every game just default becomes $70 and
Yeah.
we're getting
Mhm.
games that are coming out like 1/4 of the way finished with extremely like buggy and unplayable games. But like I've gotten so many hours out of like Baldur's Gate that I'd be so willing to not only like spend that much money on it, but spend the same amount of money on like more content from the developer because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
worth it. But I
Right.
think
it's nice.
but there's so many games that are like not even worth half the amount
Yeah.
that they're
Like
charging.
I feel like Baldur's Gate is a good example of like $60 and worth it. And then you have like games like Tekken where it's like $70 for a fighting game.
It's like
Mhm.
$70 for a different roster kind of
Yeah.
characters with
Yeah,
like
I guess.
it's like they just stop supporting the last game and then just start updating this new game that charges you $70.
Right.
It's like
And
every
you have
Call of Duty game.
and you have to pay
Yeah,
for
so
the
either
DLC.
Call of
and-
Duty or like I don't play the like all like the FIFA games.
Mhm.
They're all
Yeah.
the exact same.
Yeah.
And then they all
Oh
charge
my
like
god.
an
Any
bro.
exorbitant
sports
amount
game,
of
man.
money.
Yeah. Again, like not
I
like Tekken's bad or
don't-
anything, but it's just like one example of I'm not
You
looking
2K
forward to
fan.
games like that being like
Don't,
$70.
bro.
Isaiah's got opinions on that.
I
Go
have
ahead.
like such a feud with 2K, and it's like I'm such a huge basketball fan, and I loved 2K when I like 2K12 to like 16 was like an amazing time,
Mhm.
and then they started doing virtual currency, and it's like,
Oh,
all right, like
no.
if you want it, there's like my career mode where like you make your own player, and then like you go through the whole career, and back then you just grind it out, and then like you can get your character to like 99 overall. Now they made it where like you have to spend countless hours, weeks just to like even get to a good point. And if you want to try to like skip the line, you got to drop mad money on VC. And it's just like I don't play 2K anymore, and I love 2K like back in the. But at this point, they have no competition because EA doesn't make basketball games anymore. So they kind of just give you like the same game every single game and just package it with like, oh look, it's a little bit more shiny. It's like,
Yeah.
got it,
Yeah.
bro.
I
Like,
mean, but honestly,
I
how
hate
much can you
2K.
change between like 2K?
You can.
23 and
They were
2K24?
changing. They were changing the games like crazy back then.
I mean, Basketball 2 hasn't come out yet, so I think when Basketball 2 comes out, it's going to be like a big one.
I mean, like maybe they just shouldn't make one for every single year. Is the thing?
No, they
Trying to
should.
capitalize. it.
I
They're
want them to
trying to.
make. I want them to make it every year because it's always fun to see.
You're
what they
the
start
problem,
winning.
Isaiah.
But no, because look, back then this VC thing was not a problem. It was there, but I didn't need VC to win. It feels like pay to play
That's
now.
virtual currency.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Yeah.
feels like
Well,
it's
and
pay
now
to play
too-
now. It wasn't like that.
Yeah, and before too, you could just kind of like do that. Like you could just play the game, and you could even like play like online against people and like have it not be like an issue. But with
Yeah.
like certain games, it feels like now like with like I see it with like Madden, where you like make your like team basically, and you have to pull like gotcha like
Mhm.
pull for like
you? Is
players
that in
to like
Madden?
build your own
My
team.
team mode, it's there you
I'll
go.
be
That's
right
another
back. I'm
thing.
gonna play
Another
Madden.
cash grab. You're good.
It's another
Please,
cash.
no.
It's another cash grab. It's crazy that they like charge
I
you
don't
to.
play my team mode anymore because it's literally like cash grab, loot box, gotcha, whatever. Like you
I
put
mean, you
money
can
into
still play the
something.
old games.
It's just like it's not that fun, man. No one else is. Those
That's- it's
games
tough
is
because,
like
yeah, you can't play against anybody unless you're playing with your
yeah.
friend. That's like
Mm.
that's
I'm
like
the
across
type.
from you.
I like going against people. I like the competition aspect of a game. I don't really play a lot of story-driven games anymore. I play competition. Like
Is
I
it
like
because
going
you don't know how to read that well?
All right.
No. but
Oh my god.
Toxic.
Me?
Yeah.
I think the most annoying thing about like virtual currencies, and this has been going on like forever, is that like they'll make a skin cost like 900 of a currency, but the lowest that you can buy is 1,000 currency. So you always have to buy more than you need, and then you always have like a little bit left over. So then
Yeah.
it just
Right.
it's just like, let me just buy the thing I want to buy and not go through all the hoops of like, let me get this currency and turn it into this currency.
Right.
And then I have like 23 left over, which can buy me nothing.
Yep.
Like
And
I
then
do.
it just
Like
then it just feels like real life. where I have
Fortnite
no
does
money.
that. Fortnite fucking.
Yeah.
They all do
Yeah.
All I
that.
want-
They
Yeah.
they
I
all
know,
do that
but,
because then they
like,
can incentivize like
League
the
does
higher
that
price.
too.
Yeah.
And then I'm
League
like,
was the
oh,
original
crazy.
one that did it.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Riot points. RPM.
Fortnite go crazy, man, and because like even with the battle pass, they give you free art V-Bucks. Sorry,
So
I forgot
Yeah.
minimal
the word.
though. It's so
They give
minimal.
They
they give you
just
like
enough.
100.
They give you
Yeah,
just enough to buy the next pass, and that's it. Because if you
it's
complete
like
the whole
you're
thing,
50 away from like getting a skin. You sure you don't
Well,
want
that's
to go
what it
pay
is.
for
Like
this?
you'll collect like a small amount after like the purchases because you
Yeah,
just have like a little bit left over, and it's like, oh, you only need like 300 more to get that skin you want, but you have to spend 400 more to get it.
Yeah.
it's a shame, bro.
It's
just-
crazy.
It all sucks.
I was gonna say like with the pricing, before we got off on like the virtual currency, like $70 for a game, like you said, like Baldur's Gate,
Mhm.
is like worth it because the amount of content and the like put time into it, right?
Yeah.
You know,
But like there's some games that are released for like $50 where I'm like, why? And a lot of my experience is like Nintendo, and they're the fucking worst.
Yeah.
They are not made equally at all.
Mhm.
At all. And
Oh,
Breath of the Wild is $60, and then the fucking remake to Mario Donkey Kong on GBA is $60. That doesn't make sense. Make that
Well,
fucking
And I feel like they don't
$40.
ever really go down
Well,
either. I
no,
feel like
Pokemon
Nintendo
games
prices
only
they
go
stay there. Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
one time they remade Metroid Prime, which is also one of the according to like people who've played it, one of the best games they've ever made, and they completely redid it HD.
sorry.
What?
According to the people that played it.
No, I'm just saying because I played it and it was great. I played the remaster. But
mean-
they sold it for $40
it's because they're only putting out.
here's $40, and that's better than full 60, which I was
The-
surprised.
The opposite of that is that there are some games that are priced way, way lower, and I've gone
Right.
so much more time out of Stardew Valley
Hades,
and
Stardew,
Hades.
yeah.
Oh my
Stardew Valley is
God.
$15. Hades is $25. It might have even been $15 when I bought it. Like the amount of time I've put in games that have cost me like less
It's because they're
than like I
indie
make an hour
Yeah.
is crazy.
Because they're the EA and the Nintendo games.
And then you have like the
Yeah, that's true.
AAA companies that are like, we put 9 minutes into making this Pokemon cutscene, pay us $300, and you cannot skip it.
It's so
Yeah.
good,
Well,
Mr. Nintendo.
cannot skip it.
The problem is that they only make exclusives that you can't play it anywhere else, and they know that Nintendo fans have no backbone, myself included. Like the Sword and Shield thing was a perfect example of the community was like, we're going to take a stand and not buy this game. Oh, we
And
all
then everyone
bought
bought
it.
it.
Highest
No,
seller.
no, the fucking Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which was clearly the most like
The best Pokemon game that they made.
half-assed, like
Yeah.
remake, and then
Whoa,
everyone
whoa.
was mad about it, and then everyone bought it, and I was like, "This is bullshit."
And that's
Like, there's
a
crazy because
reason
that game
why-
looked like they made the change to the chibis, like the weird chibi that
Right.
like nobody liked and like
Yeah,
didn't
like,
want.
They're like, we're
Like-
making a faithful remake, and everyone was like, why?
They didn't care
not what
so
we
much
want.
that they just passed it off to a different company.
Like
We-
the Switch is about
Well,
it.
to be
isn't
honest,
it-
for the most
There's
part,
gonna
I
be
think I'd
Switch
rather them
2.
pass it off to another company because clearly Game Freak can't make a good Pokemon game.
But apparently not, because that was bad.
That was
was bad.
awful.
We got to
It
do a
was bad.
whole
I didn't play
fucking
it because I didn't.
podcast on
Yeah.
just
I didn't spend my money. on
So,
it.
can we transition this DLC into like? Yeah, I think there's a way to do it right? But there's like productive DLC, and then there's just lazy DLC.
Mhm.
do
There's
we
also like kind of with The Sims, the other game I was thinking of that I paid $60 for it, and then I paid additional later is Planet Zoo. Like Planet Zoo every, I don't know, 3 to 4 months comes out with like a $10 pack. And it's not necessary to play the game, but if you want the new animals, and like I
Yeah.
feel like $10 every couple months is not too bad for a game that I play a good amount. So like that I feel like has worked in their favor. Like that worked. They did a similar thing for Planet Coaster, and that seems to work for that company. Just kind of like slow burning of smaller DLCs at a low price. I think that's another thing. It's like a low price point. Like if a
Yeah.
DLC came out for the game for like $60, I'd be like, do I really need it? But when it's $10 and like
Yeah.
$6 on sale, I'm like, well,
It's
not.
downloadable content. It's not another game, which is what I
Right.
don't think a lot of these companies really understand.
Like I
yeah.
just
They're
want
just- they're just
more
making-
things, not new things completely separate from the game. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
Like-
just making like new games and trying to put a huge like price point on them, but also not putting the effort of a whole game. Like
Yeah.
it's not worth a whole game. You can't sell it to me for almost the price of the same game I just bought. When you
You can
put
just
I
like
know we're gonna
copy
buy
paste.
it.
Yeah, just copy paste from your original game, add a couple more things, have the same themes you always do, and you got yourself a $60 DLC there.
That's
Mhm.
what's crazy to me is like, again, not to shit on Pokemon, but
It always
Please
goes
do.
back
It.
to Pokemon.
But-
Always.
$40 for a 3DS game, and then Sword and Shield, they said $60 for
Yeah.
one copy, and then $30 more for our DLC, which came out a year after it.
Yeah.
Can I add one
Yep.
thing to the Pokemon thing that makes it even worse?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
of course.
especially for like things like DLC. One thing that I really hate is like the DLC for Pokemon tends to add it usually the first wave for the past two was like near
Oh,
the beginning, and then the second part is like middle to end. But you
Mhm.
only get one fucking save. So either I completely delete the game I've already played to play their new DLC, or I buy a new game. So
Yeah.
like it does like I don't want to do either
Yeah.
of those two.
Like, all the wild ones and like the trainers are like, at least in Scarlet Violet, because I played the first part and never finished it, but I was like, okay, because I went back in that game and then realized it hurts my eyeballs and my head. I got a headache from playing
Oh
it.
man.
I got a fucking headache from just watching the Yanma in the distance. And so they leveled them like for post game shit, so that's good. But Sword Shield, I thought, right? They like
Yeah.
were all wrong. So
Do you
It was
do you
bad.
remember trying to play Sword and Shield online with people for the first time?
Oh my God.
And it was just like completely what they didn't like promise. Like it was horrible, bro. I will say Scarlet Violet is like an upgrade from what they did, but I'm just like I feel like the Pokemon company is just comfortable just putting
They're
out
too
whatever
comfortable.
because
They are.
yeah, like because we have no backbone. I'm serious, bro.
They-
Like,
It was
there's no
an
reason to be
okay
comfortable.
game, but like it's kind of like if you tier the Pokemon games, it's high, but if you compare it to like all the other
Yep.
games ever, it's
every other
Yeah.
open world games, it's like
any
very
game
think
ever.
they just care about
any
money,
game,
Any
though.
game ever.
just
just
any
care about
game you've ever
money.
played.
Yeah.
Tetris probably above it.
Tetris
Oh,
is
yeah.
lit. Tetris
Yeah.
doesn't crash on me.
No,
Tetris doesn't have a 4 FPS chingling.
yeah.
Sidebar. I went to this place called Barcade for my birthday,
Yeah.
and I went to the Tetris machine. I have the second highest score on it.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
Wait, that's a huge
very-
gap actually,
Yeah,
by the
that's a
way. What is
huge
that
gap
person?
from the
Who is
second
this
one.
It doesn't
insane-
matter though. It doesn't
No,
matter though, bro. It doesn't
Wait, that
matter. I
guy's
don't know what this
insane.
is.
What?
Yeah, he's insane, but it's all right. I got second place. That's all that matters.
68. Wait, 689,000.
Yeah. Yeah, he.
Oh, there you
I don't
go.
know what he
Damn.
did. He was on that for a minute, but
Jesus.
it's all right
Probably
though.
longer
I'm
than
number two.
that.
Yeah.
Isaiah,
Hmm.
what would you say is, in your opinion, the most worth it DLC you've ever played?
Uh,
Are you gonna ask everyone this question? Should I
Yes,
prepare an
yes,
answer?
of
Okay.
course.
I mean,
I have an
Smash is Smash Brothers easily, but like if it has to be like story driven, I had fun with the South Park DLC.
Okay,
I like playing the side missions and stuff, but Smash Brothers would be my pick.
got it. Zach.
I'm fact checking one thing real quick.
Okay, we'll go to Lee.
Out of DLCs, in terms of recency, it really does feel like Monster Hunter did such a good job, like adding in like a whole new like rank system, like new monsters, like new like levels, like updates on old monsters, like a whole new story and like hub. I really enjoyed that.
Is that the Iceborne?
Yes,
DLC?
Iceborne
Yeah.
and
That's one of them.
and then Sunbreak.
I
is
heard that
the one to
Iceborne was
rise.
like really, really good.
Really apparently. I mean, the people we're playing with right now, like John and Chris and Kayla, and they've put like probably upwards of like 1,000 hours into those games,
Wow.
and like we're playing through it now, and like we're playing through it for the first time. They're playing it again, and they're like wanting to go back and like play through that game like again, and like
That's crazy.
a big part of that is like that like the further into you get into those games, the like more fun it feels. So honestly, like that, I feel like that makes it even like higher, like even better in my eyes, is just like how good that like end game like DLC content is that like keeps you playing the game.
Sarah.
I'll be honest, I typically don't buy DLC. I think the last time that I did was for Three Houses, the Ashen
There we
Wolves
go. You're strong.
DLC. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Is it not?
You
I
are.
think that
a
was another
strong
one that it
soul.
came out like later,
Yeah, they always
and really
do.
Yep.
like it couldn't even justify like another story because it doesn't really have
No.
Also,
one really
they
at
don't
all.
tie in. They don't because they already.
There's another house hidden in our basement.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
can I
Wait,
make
is that
one
real?
note?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
That's
It
exactly
literally
what
is.
it is.
I think
Yeah.
it's like a. Sorry,
Okay.
I'll let you finish. Sorry.
No, it's just like the story like wasn't that great with it, and like the three characters, they're like nice, but it's not worth having to
They're
like pay
DLC
extra to have
characters.
them.
Like
Yeah,
when you call somebody a DLC character, that's the worst thing you could ever say to somebody. They're the
Yeah.
worst kind of person, most bland personality. Don't say
Yeah.
that about me, Feel. Fuck you.
You're a DLC character, right?
Unless they're Smash DLC characters.
I'm okay. So one thing also about like single player DLC, real quick, is that I think it's a lose-lose situation for me because either you drop it the day of and I have to
Yeah.
spend more than $60, or you drop it like very soon after where I'm like, why wasn't this just in the original game?
Yeah.
Or to the point where I'm like, I've already moved on.
Yeah.
Like it's very weird to kind of balance that, and it's not gonna
I'm
work.
having a hard time thinking of any DLC I've actually bought and played.
I'll say
Yeah.
the best one, I think, in terms of how it's priced and like the content you get is, in my opinion, Mario Kart 8. Easily. It's $25. You get double the tracks, you get bonus characters. It's
Yeah,
just
but
so
they
good.
get you that if you bought it on the Wii U, you now have to buy the entire game twice.
All right. So
Well, that's
you and
that's
12
Nintendo,
people.
though.
So it's us and like another couple million people, but like compared to the
People
who
skip the
bought
Wii
it
U
on the
though. People skip
Switch,
the Wii U.
Mario Kart
Yeah.
8 is one of the best selling games
Yeah.
ever. It's
You
crazy.
should have been like, if you own this on the Wii U, we're sorry. Here's it for free.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
them to
Or
ship
giving
me.
you something
the
for
game.
it.
They wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
that sucks.
There's a few
having
games that I've
You get to
heard. Like, I
brag
haven't
that you
played
have
that
a Wii U game package.
personally, but like a lot of people have said they're really good DLC.
Mhm.
The Cyberpunk DLC, people like went crazy over.
I need to play that still. I have it.
And then I know a lot of people really like some of the Fallout DLC. I don't remember which one.
The Fallout DLC has been those are like specifically Fallout and like Skyrim, like
Mhm.
all the like Elder Scroll games.
The horse
do
armor
really good-
DLC from
really good
Oblivion.
job.
That really started it all.
Yeah.
Horse armor.
I'll be right back.
Does
No, you're fine.
Ryan, specifically you maybe answer this question.
Yeah.
Do
Chris,
World of Warcraft expansions are they considered DLC?
That's really tricky.
Yeah,
It
'cause
feels like a new game.
what
It's
is
just
with the
it's
expansions
just
on
a new
those?
game in a franchise. I feel like it's nothing different from a new Pokemon game. It's just a new World of Warcraft game.
But
It's
you
within...
use your same character.
Sure, but you're still getting the same like new
But no,
levels
it's
to
not
level up.
because like in Pokemon Sword and Shield, I can't go back and do Pokemon Diamond shit. But in
Yeah,
WoW,
but
I can go back to Pandaria. I can do things that I got.
It's still comparable though.
Is it
Because
comparable?
yes, because you still every expansion you get like the 10 levels you level up through. You're still getting a brand new experience, whether it's good or not. You know, that's...
But I feel like 10 levels is not a full game. 10
yes,
levels
that
is
plus
an
raids
expansion.
but
I think it's more DLC and expand. Like I don't know.
to
It's
say
like
that though
a
is like
weird gray area.
it's underplaying it because there's like you spend
I
hours.
don't think it's
with,
underplaying
like,
it because I'm
new World of
spending
Warcraft
$60 on an expansion, but it's still an expansion. Like you're expanding the game. You're expanding what
I mean,
you
that's
can do.
literally the best DLC I've ever played. Then I don't really think it's fair to DLC.
That's kind of what I'm saying. I feel like it's almost the only DLC I've ever played.
It's not really fair to DLC though, because it's like above it, like by far is the thing.
It's also
Well,
not
then DLC should step up their game.
But it's not fair.
I don't know why it wouldn't be fair. Like they are adding it. Like World of Warcraft is the
Yeah.
game, and they keep adding. They're literally called expansions. Like I don't know.
I think it counts. I think that counts because
Then I would go with
there's
World
people
of
who can
Warcraft,
still start the game in the
Legion
new
as the best
expansion
expansion I've
and
ever played.
playing with people who played it forever.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
I'm gonna consider it DLC / expansion / whatever and say it's the best.
Yeah.
what about the worst? Are we
The
getting to
worst is also World of Warcraft, but
Yeah.
Shadowlands.
World of Warcraft Shadowlands. Yeah.
Shadowlands is one of the worst experiences I've ever had playing a game, and I played a lot of hours.
That's my most played expansion for sure. Damn, I wasted
Were
so
you-
much time.
Were you gonna ask about the worst, Ryan?
Oh, the worst?
Or are we gonna get into that?
I mean, I feel like if we're just gonna go. We can do it, but I feel like we're gonna go around the table here, and we're just all gonna say some Pokemon thing or like.
I honestly don't think I will.
Okay, let's go around, Zach.
I mean, I don't have an answer yet.
Okay, I mean, my favorite DLC is it's a trick question. I don't really like any DLC
Yeah.
Oh,
because even if I want to play a DLC, it'll be way too long past the release date, and I just never touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Isaiah, do you have a favorite DLC or least favorite?
Smash
Sorry,
Brothers.
least favorite.
Oh.
oh.
I didn't like when I was playing Battlefront. Like I said, I just did not like the loot boxes. I felt like
Yeah.
they were getting away with murder, and it felt like I was getting finessed like crazy. So Battlefront for sure.
Lee.
Oh God. Least favorite DLC. I was kind of thinking. Mine is probably. I mean, it's probably the Sword and Shield DLC. It
So
really
bad.
felt like it
So
was
bad.
like just a way to try to like cash grab people to get
Yeah.
the legendaries. Like
Isle
they're
of
like, "Oh,
Armor
you want
especially is
you want
garbage.
the legendaries? Come, yeah. At least like. I mean, granted, like Pokemon DLC just basically doesn't have a story like 95% of the time. So like, it was in that sense, it was like okay, but overall, like I feel like Pokemon DLC is just too expensive for what you get.
Mhm.
Like, just
I'd rather
every
them just
time.
not do it and then like actually put
Make a
effort
new-
towards the next game.
Exactly, yeah. So, which is like, I'm excited for hopefully like Legends Unova to be like good.
Legends
you know?
Unova.
Or not Legends Unova.
VA.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
stupid name. Just do Legend Zygarde.
Yeah.
You had a theming and now we changed it. ZA isn't a Pokemon.
Sarah, you said you don't like you don't really buy DLC. Would Fire Emblem just be your least favorite?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say the
okay.
one DLC that I bought, and I was just
Yeah.
kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
I mean,
By
I could have
default.
like done without.
Yeah.
Like I
Steely.
have enough hours in the game, and I enjoyed the base game enough to where, like, it didn't really enhance anything.
Yeah. Not every game needs DLC, and
Yeah.
Three Houses is one of them. That was fine as it was.
Yeah.
Phil, you already said it was Shadowlands. Do you stick with
Fuck
it?
Shadowlands.
Okay.
Yeah, I hated that thing.
I think I got DLC for I think Awakening actually, Fire Emblem Awakening on 3DS.
What was that DLC?
I don't even remember, but I remember being like, "Oh, that's it."
Was
You
it-
know what a good DLC was?
Huh.
Revelations for Fire Emblem.
Oh, for what's the third one called?
So it's Conquest,
Birthright.
Birthright, and then Revelations was the DLC.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
And
that's what it's
essentially,
one
called.
where you get
yeah, it was
everything.
when you picked neutral, and you
Yeah.
could get characters from
That
each
is the best
side.
route. That's the best
That
route.
that
Yeah.
was DLC that was worth it. I really enjoyed.
I would say, yeah, I would
It was a
say
whole new
my
story.
Yeah.
You could have any character you wanted.
Yeah, that's the like the nice part of that is like you can choose like characters from both sides and like really make your own like experience.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed seeing the interactions between like the two like
Yeah.
royal families.
I don't know if this counts as like DLC. It's kind of microtransaction-y, but it's not really DLC. But if
Okay.
World of Warcraft counts as expansions, I was really into Pokemon Go, and
That does not count.
no, but they expanded when they dropped Sinnoh, and instead of dropping all of Sinnoh,
No.
they're
Did you
like,
pay
"Here."
for it? Did you pay for them to drop Sinnoh?
I paid for incubators.
That's
which was a
not
bad idea.
That's just you
That's
making
also-
poor financial decisions.
Also, okay, Ryan's allowed to spend $100 and you sit here. and you
Oh,
think
you think
normally.
I'm saying that's a good financial
Yep,
decision?
yep, you're on Ryan's side and not mine. It's basically gotcha for the eggs.
Yeah. Well,
though.
when you spend money, it's stupid.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah.
It's
that's what I'm
basically
getting,
gotcha for
yeah.
it is gotcha for the eggs, but you're
Uh-huh.
not even like buying the eggs, you're just buying something to make the eggs hatch.
I know.
Yeah, it's even worse. And they're limited time use.
I also don't. I haven't spent money on Pokemon Go since they fucked up all the updates.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, do we have any closing thoughts here as we end this episode of Gamer Monday?
DLC sucks.
DLC sucks.
overall, yeah.
I hate DLC.
I would much rather you focus on making a brand new game on like focus your intentions and like your team on a brand new thing, like expanding upon a previous game or just coming up with an entirely new thing altogether. Because like we've been talking about it like this whole hour. A lot of games don't even need DLC. You're better. Your time is better spent just sending it to a new game.
I also feel like if companies are making games with the intention of making DLC, then they're by default coming out with a unfinished game.
Yeah.
And I'd rather them just like I like when you just get a game and you can play all of it and you don't need to buy extra things or wait to unlock things. I'm gonna say it again, Baldur's Gate 3. Like that game, you
Game of
bought
the
it,
year.
you played
Literally
it.
game of the year.
Game of the every year. But literally, like I would love more content. They're not going to do more content. They said that, but I would love more content for it. But I can't be unsatisfied with the amount of content and the game itself when it came out.
Yeah,
you got what you wanted. You got it in a complete package, and you didn't have to go get more.
One game. I meant to bring this up earlier, but like what Lee said, like just make a new game. Hollow Knight, Silk Song, the sequel was originally going to be DLC, and then they said, actually, we have so many ideas, we'd rather just take our time and make a whole new game.
There
and
we
make
go.
it a big sequel.
Yeah, just do it.
It's
And
still
where
not
is
out.
it?
I don't know.
And where is it?
People in 2021 were like, it's coming out soon, right?
Oh no, it's Pikmin
They
again.
changed their-
Listen, I'm not as obsessed with Hollow Knight as I am with Pikmin,
Yeah.
though. But
Well, I know,
I'm
but
excited for
it's
Silk
just the
Song.
same case.
It's this.
Mhm.
Elden Ring DLC is coming out like a year and a half after Elden Ring came out.
Yeah,
the
that I'm really
difference.
disappointed because that's one of the ones where I feel like I'm just not gonna. I would. And
I
the
played
thing
a
is with
lot
those
of
games
Elden
too.
Ring,
Those
and I
games.
don't want to do it again.
Those games people have modded, like they've made mods that are like rehauls of like the whole game that are gonna probably be better than this DLC. Is
You know
is
what?
how I see it too.
Huh.
I forgot my favorite. I actually have a new favorite DLC.
What is it?
Robux. from
What?
Roblox.
That's not DLC.
Robux is not DLC.
We'll
That's
talk- okay,
micro.
We'll get into
I'm playing.
No, we're not going in. We'll have an entire Roblox themed episode.
Yeah,
but
we'll have a
not this
Roblox
one.
episode.
We
Don't
should
you
play
worry.
Roblox on here.
We should
We'll
play
play
Roblox.
Murder
on
Mystery
here.
too.
Could we raise a PETA?
Yeah. We need to raise a Peter. We need to raise a
Okay.
Peter. We need to do the mini games. We gotta play all the Roblox games.
Oh, the
Roblox.
Well, on that note, everyone, this has been Gamer Monday, episode 3. And That's
if you
it.
want the next 30 minutes of episode 3, please pay $29.99 for the DLC of Gamer
For the
Monday.
DLC of
Thank
this
you.
episode.
Make sure to like,
Is Patreon
subscribe.
a DLC?
Yeah. Yes.
Is
Patreon is
OnlyFans a
DLC.
DLC?
Okay, we can't get into this. We need to end. We need to end. You can't
Find out
unlock
next
this.
week if OnlyFans is a DLC.
It is not.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and follow our Twitter at Gamer Monday Pod. Now on Spotify as well. Happy Gamer Monday, everyone. Say
Happy
goodbye.
Gamer
Gamer
Monday.
Monday.
Bye.
See you next Monday.
See you
ya
Monday.
Gamer Monday.